Hello, Africa. My name is Eunice Tony, and this is eTVGhana's African Women's Voices Show. If you're just joining us for the first time, I would like to entreat you to stay till the end of the show because you would definitely be getting a lot of insight from our conversation. Today, we're going to be having two guests on our show, and both of them have got very lovely things to share with us. However, I'd like to say a very big thank you to all our sponsors who have made it possible for us to be broadcasting to you today. First on the list is Voltic, my hydration partner. Voltic is eco-friendly, and for that reason, they say that once you want to take water, it should come naturally to you. That's why their slogan goes this way, Voltic naturally. Voltic should come naturally to you whenever you're thirsty, and once you're done taking your Voltic, you twist it and get into our bin for recycling. Sankofa Herbal Spices is a natural spice that has been improving the taste of a lot of Ghanaian dishes. If you haven't tried Sankofa natural spices, I would entreat you to get to your vendor right now and get some, and you'll be glad you did. And if you are a vendor who is yet to begin to sell Sankofa natural spices, it actually attracts a lot of customers. So you need to find Sankofa and fill your shop and move out all those other seasonings that have taken up the space in your shelf, and fill the space up with Sankofa Herbal Spices. And after you have garnished your food with the Sankofa Herbal Spice, you need shito. Ghana's #1 shito is Chana shito. It's not just pepper sauce. I mean, it is pepper sauce with shrimps with good taste, and we've got variety. If you want it mild, if you want it very hot, we can satisfy that particular taste need of yours. So go out and look for Chana Shito, Ghana's #1 shito. Albi Bite Catering Services has been rendering wonderful catering services to us here at eTV. Her cooking is delicious. Be it continental or local dishes, she's going to set you right. And she's also good when it comes to baking of pastries and also cakes. Cakes from Albi Bites Catering Services are delicious and will always fill you up with good memories. My hair is proudly put together by Awo's Hair, and you can locate her on Instagram. Awo, thank you so much for making me look this good. I love my hair. And my costume today, I'm in kaba and slit, a traditional Ghanaian attire that was put together by Afariwa Styles. You can locate Afariwa Styles on the Nungwa Bush Road. It's not difficult to locate at all. So once you get there, the items are actually ready-made. And once you look through them, you definitely find whatever it is that you love. What I like about Afariwa Styles is that she speaks your heart. Those styles that you never thought existed, she's going to just present them to you in various sizes. And once you visit, I'm telling you, you would want to go back. Afariwa Styles, I love my dress. Thank you so much. So right now, I'll be taking you over to our 60 seconds update segment where we tell you what's happening with women in Africa and across the world. Do stay tuned.
To mark Breast Cancer Awareness Month 2020, the International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, will highlight several interesting research projects on breast cancer throughout October, including findings from the African Breast Cancer Disparities in Outcomes Study, ABCDO. The ABCDO study was a hospital-based cohort study of 2,228 women who were prospectively recruited in 2014 to 2017 in the 5 countries in sub-Saharan Africa. Stay tuned to the IARC website throughout the month of October for tweets and infographics highlighting the burden of breast cancer and difficulties women face by women diagnosed with breast cancer. Heather Cameron, the Canadian High Commissioner to Ghana, has said women contribute 60% to the growth of agriculture in Ghana and therefore deserved equal opportunities as men in the sector. Dr. Cameron said this at the conference in Accra organized by the Canadian High Commission on the theme Gender Equality Through Agriculture in Ghana. She said it was the reason that the Canadian government partnered Ghana to promote employment and increase productivity to enhance economic growth. During a webinar organized by the Smart Data Power and Women in Africa initiative attended by 22 nations, 200 most influential women in Africa on Twitter have been named partly as a demonstration of the critical role women are playing in powering the continent's digital revolution. Hafsat Abiola, president of Women in Africa WIA initiative, shed some light on role these women play in powering the digital revolution in Africa during this COVID-19 pandemic.
And you are welcome back. So now you saw what we discussed on the 60 seconds segment portion of the show, where women are beginning to put in a lot of effort when it comes to agriculture. So do not think that agriculture is for only the male gender. Women are also doing a lot in that space. Okay, so coming back to the studio, I told you earlier that we are going to be speaking to very powerful women today on the show. And I am so glad that they are here. Today we are going to be speaking to a queen mother. If you do not know who a queen mother is, you're going to understand the power that comes with being a queen mother. So I'm going to let the queen mother introduce herself, and then we continue with the conversation. Welcome to the show, Akwaba.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay.
My name is Nana Kobiwa Akwa. I'm a Odikrohima of Bosome and Marehima of Kwamankase traditional area. Kwamankase traditional area is in AAK district.
Okay.
Abra Asebu Kwamankase.
That is why it's called AAK.
Right.
Okay.
That's how the AAK comes from. So that's the district that I am from. But so I'm the Marehima of the Kwamankase traditional area.
Nice. You're welcome once again.
Thank you.
All right. So for the benefit of those who do not understand who a queen mother is, because our show goes beyond Ghana and goes across Africa, could you bring us up to speed as to who a queen mother is?
Okay, a queen mother, to cut it short, is the mother of the village or the town. The queen mother chooses a king. So really, without a queen mother, you can't have a king or a chief.
You can't have a king.
No. So that shows the power. That's the basic.
Yes.
Now, the queen mother, since she's the mother of the village, and she's the one who gives birth to the chief, and she's the one who chooses who is to become the next chief or the king, so whatever the case might be. And she takes care of the whole village, like people's needs. They come to her, to the queen mother for their needs, and sometimes she tries to settle disputes between marriages and take care of, help people when they naming their babies. The queen mother is always there. And during marriages, she's also there. She helps train the girl child, give them a little sex education before they become an adult. Okay. So all that is
the role of a queen mother. Thank you so
much. That's the summary.
The summary, wow. Yeah. This summary is really powerful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so today you are coming to speak to us about peaceful election, because Ghana's election is going to be held on the 7th of December, and the queen mothers, who are the nurturers and who are also kingmakers in the village, who wield a lot of power, have thought it necessary to move around the country to ensure that people are talked to concerning how to comport themselves in this election period. So, Nana, could you please let us know exactly what made you to think about this whole idea of peaceful election?
Okay, being the queen mother from my area and being in Accra, I belong to a foundation called the Queen Mothers Foundation of Ghana. Okay. That is the queen mother all over the nation who want to join the foundation. And we take it upon ourselves that every election we try to educate people about the election and then a peaceful election. So that's what we're doing this time too.
Wow. So when you say queen mothers across the nation, you mean from the north, south, east, west, every part of Ghana. If you have a queen mother there and you're interested in being part of this particular foundation, it's free. You can just join the foundation?
Exactly. We'll get some from the north, some from the Volta, some from the west, and from the central.
Okay.
We get it all over, and some from Accra. Those who are interested in joining the foundation, join it. And this particular foundation, our aim is to have a peaceful election. So every election, we preach peace.
Okay.
And what we usually say is we pledge for peace in Ghana.
We pledge for peace in Ghana.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's look at who this education is being targeted at. So who are you targeting? The leaders, the people, the citizens, who? Or is it everyone you're targeting in this particular peaceful conversation we are having today?
We try to target all the stakeholders.
Okay.
We try to target the leaders, which is the politicians. And what we tell them is they should tone down their language. The politicians really, really need to tone down their language. Because they are the leaders and they have the followers. So if they start using harsh words, trust me, the followers are going to follow straight, hard words.
Okay.
So my main concern, or our main concern, is how to speak as leaders. It is very critical. Because the last time I heard on the news that one of the leaders was saying that if the election doesn't go his or her way, he's not going to accept it. And I panic a little because these words, you don't know how to repeat it, and you don't know really how to put it, but to say it. And that brings me a little concern that being a leader, you can speak like that and get away with it. Because if you're a leader and you speak like that, then how are you going to advise your followers? Calm down. You're not calm. The followers are not going to be calm either. And that is one of our major concerns. So we try to talk to the politicians, please, tone down your language. We need Ghana.
Yes.
Tone it down.
We don't need to incite them, because really, once you say what you say, it incites them to, you know, not want to understand if the results doesn't go the way they want it to go.
Yeah, and that is so scary for a leader to speak like that.
Okay.
And that is not any. We're not addressing any particular leader or any particular.
It's general to
it's
everyone.
All the leaders. All of them should really tone their language down, all of them. Because the election really, leaders, the politicians, they're supposed to tell us, the citizens, what they did or what they're going to do. They're not supposed to tell us about the outcome of the election. That's not their job.
Their job.
Because in the first place, Ghana, we chose to be democratic. And democratic is a multi-party system. We tried the one party, we didn't want it. So we say we want to be democratic. So being democratic means we need more than one party. And the only way for us to choose the leader is through election.
Okay.
That doesn't mean we have to fight. It's just ideas. We need to vote. That's how we choose our leader. We vote, and then we choose one of them to lead us. And the other one can be opposition, to check the leader.
The leader.
So as well, they're all important, because to have the system that we have, the leader needs somebody to check. So even though you lose, you're not lost completely.
Because you still have some kind of power to
check
the leader.
You still check whoever is in power, and that makes them go straight. So, but we make it look like if you don't get it, then that's the end of the world. And that's the fear of us, like third word. That's why we always have problem with these elections.
Okay. This also makes us to say that our heart goes out to our neighbors, Nigeria. We are praying for peace, and we are praying for calm and justice to prevail in your country. Whatever you're going through, just know that we all are standing with you, and we are saying that if you bleed, we are also bleeding. So looking at what is happening with our neighbors, that goes a long way to say that we really need a peaceful election, because once something sparks up, it can start really small, and before you know it, it will just turn into something else, just as the case has happened with our neighboring country, Nigeria. Okay, so now the leader is one of the stakeholders. So which other stakeholder again do you address?
You, the media.
The media?
You, the media one.
Okay.
Sometimes you're even worse than the leader.
Okay.
The media, they know how to exaggerate the words, and they know how to say the words to get it out of hand. And you know, sometimes you'll be listening to the radio, and somebody will call, "Hey, Honorable Kofi, did you hear what Honorable Kojo said about you?" Then they'll say, "Hold on." Then they put the other person on hold, and then they'll call the other person. "Did you hear that?" And I try to say, "What are they trying to do? Trying to get them to go and fight or what?" So you, the media, you very, very important.
Okay.
If the media say boil, it's going to boil.
Boil.
If the media say cool, it's going to get cool.
Cool.
So you are more important than you know. You're really important. So we need you, the media, to calm the atmosphere. Let the atmosphere be happy. Let it be cheerful, not war zone. Because we're not at war.
All right. So we'll be going for a quick commercial break. When we return, the conversation continues. Do stay tuned. And you're welcome back to eTV Ghana's African Women's Voices show. I am already reading comments, getting a lot of comments here on our Facebook page. And one is coming from Naomi Kweku. She says, "I'm loving the show. The Queen Mother is very eloquent." Naomi is talking to us from Bubuashi in Accra. And then we have a message again from somebody in Yendi. She's saying, "Nana, thank you so much for reminding us of having peaceful election. God bless you." Some other person also had sent in a message here. It says her name is a number 112. 112, you are reaching us from Bekwai. You said, "Nana yedawase mo." All right, so we're going to read much more of your comments as the conversation continues. Nana was telling us that they actually engage stakeholders in trying to ensure peaceful elections. And first, she addressed the leaders. Secondly, the media. Nana, do we still have other stakeholders that you also address in the peaceful election?
The youth.
The youth, okay.
Wow. The youth, they really need to know that Ghana belongs to them.
All right.
And they need somebody to let them know that Ghana is theirs. Therefore, there's no need for them to go and follow a politician and then go and do something that's not worth your life. Because you go do it and you get your leg cut, or you get your eyes pulled out, or whatever happens to you. The politician will come in to your mom and just give them...
And commiserate and say, "Oh, yeah, okay, we'll give you this amount of money, we'll take care of you to this point," and that's it. But you've already lost a part of your body.
A leg or an arm, or God forbid, if it die.
Yes.
Then what? Then your poor mother will be there yelling and crying. Then politician go and give them the money to go and buy the coffin. And that's it. And that's your end. So the youth should really know that Ghana is theirs. Therefore, if any politician, and you know what's funny? The politician, their kids, their own kids, are not part of the youth. Their nieces and nephews or whatever are not part of the youth. But then they get the innocent youth to go and do their dirty jobs for them. And they go and do what they're not supposed to do. And then they get hurt or die. And then that's the end of them. So this is what I'm telling the youth. If a politician tells you to go and do something, number one, you know that politician doesn't care for you. And then as a politician, what are your kids?
Where are your kids?
Yeah, because if it's that good and you want me to go and do it, how about your own kids? So you let your kids go and do it, then I'll follow your case. And I think that will help. Because the youth should know that these politicians are using them. And the 50 cities or whatever they give you won't do nothing for you. So we really need to tell the youth, stay in school and avoid following the politician. See, these days you can go to school, at least you can get your high school education.
Yes, you
so
can.
Why don't you go get your high school education and then do a trade or something after that? Why do you really have to follow a politician and go and get hurt, get your leg hurt or your arm, whatever, something happens to you? For what? So the youth, please, if you don't learn anything from this show, learn that your life really matters.
Your
really.
life really matters as a
Yes.
youth.
Yeah.
So being a foot soldier doesn't mean that you need to turn yourself into a thug. You can
Exactly.
still be a patriotic Ghanaian, but you don't need to be a thug to be able
Thank
to
you.
express that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right. So what other stakeholder again? I mean,
Okay.
the electorate, those of us who are voting, do you have
Okay.
something for us?
Oh yeah, the voters, please. If you go and cast your vote, just go home. Going to vote doesn't mean go and debate at the voting polling station or go and tell somebody whom you're voting for. Just go cast your vote and go home. At the end of the day, if your party wins, you celebrate. If not, you just go do whatever you're doing. It's very, excuse me, it's very important that we, the voters, know that the polling station is not where we go and campaign.
Okay.
Yours is to just go cast your vote and go home. Go
Okay.
cast and don't ask your neighbor, whom did you vote for? It's not
necessary.
That's not your job. Your job is to go vote. As a citizen, you get a duty to perform. Go vote and go home. That's it.
All right. So thank you very much, Nana. Please, your final words. I'd like you to talk to Ghanaians who are watching you in any local Ghanaian language that you prefer. Talk to them about peaceful election and what you expect them to do as your final words.
Okay. I'll speak fancy.
Okay. Please go ahead.
About try year tree, Sebium Pomocho, Onyantokwa. One was swadomado be uncle. What's the young Kotuava? Yen choose of man penina ye pede, Uzi Hedo. Equane Koto waba, Ukufie. And you may wa Bobamba of so party winner. If you is a fruity, we win a shot. I could fiaka for 100. Pomocho, Martin, Wumi and Cassantra here, Manom. About try between 1 moment, Mobia Paramon Cache a Kubia over wire one. Or sign us yet to a battery in via Via Paya, a Pedagana, or the whole what the Ghana. Na Ghana in the year when Yenua Gia Yokobi, or ho, na yes, Yenua Jubum, da Diana, a Pomocho, to be a battle or Yentokwa or Argentine.
Thank you very much. And on that note, we also like to remind you that when you go there, observe every safety protocol that ought to be observed to protect yourself from COVID-19. All right, so Nana will be taking leave of us, but do not forget all the counsels and the messages that she's put across. All right, thank you very much, Nana, for being on the show. We really appreciate your coming.
And thank you for having me here on the show.
Bless you. So we're going to go for another commercial break. When we return, we'll be talking to our second guest. Do stay. And you're welcome back to eTVGhana's African Women's Voices show, the show that tackles issues pertaining to women as they contribute to national development. I'd like to set you a quick reminder that we are still in the business of creating awareness around breast cancer. If you haven't had yourself checked, please go to the nearby clinic where you can get yourself checked, because early detection will go a long way to keep you safe and alive for Ghana, okay? Okay, so our second guest is here and is also another powerful lady who is going to be introducing herself to you. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, so yeah, could you let our audience know who we are meeting today?
So today you are meeting Loretta Thompson-Quarty, who is by profession a marketer. And I work with Learning Time, and I'm the CEO also of Rima Foods.
Okay, nice. We're actually having our entrepreneur month, and it's all about hashtag GMABC Business Month. So if you haven't sent any message in concerning how you like to build your business, please send in that message, and we're going to definitely give you answers to those questions. So today we are looking at education, and the reason why we had to look at education is the fact that a lot of children are home. And now it's officially known that until January, school is not going to be reopening. However, a lot of schools are engaged in the online learning. But the challenge that caregivers are having is the fact that a lot of times these classes are held at times that we are also in the office. So who is taking care of your child and who is guiding your child through the classes they are having online. Sometimes people don't have anyone to take care of their children for that, so they decide, okay, my child is not going to enroll. I don't see reasons why I should be paying for a service that I'm not going to be benefiting from. Today, we are going to be helping you to get to know how you can strike a balance and keep your child home educated and not feel like, okay, she or he has been away from class and then is not mentally ready for school. Our conversation today is going to help you to be able to build your child to be ready for school to reopen. And even after school reopens, it's going to be a very good lifestyle for that child of yours, okay? All right, so tell us, what is Learning Time all about?
So Learning Time is an organization that develops and markets early learning programs for children, basically. And we are aiming at developing the child to be an independent learner in the house. We also want to create the environment for learning in the house, basically, because we realize that in our part of the world, most parents don't create that environment. They only go to school, come back, and then the house is like a playtime,
movie time, sleep time, and all that
for them. But we are aiming at creating an environment where the child gets to learn, sees the home as a place, conducive place to learn.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Wow.
So when you say early childhood, what age are you looking at?
So basically, we are looking at ages between 0 to 6 years, but it can extend to 10 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
This is very key for us because I was mentioning right now that a lot of parents have this challenge of who would guide my child through the online classes they're having in school.
Yeah.
Because this early childhood age of 0 to 6, they really need special attention.
Exactly.
You have to be there to guide. So
Exactly.
when you target these people, how is their kind of learning like? When you say you change the environment of the home to make it, you know, a place for you to want to learn, what exactly do you mean by that?
So children's favorite way of learning is play.
Okay.
Play is their favorite way of learning. They get to learn and absorb better when there is an activity involved, actually.
Okay.
So we have all these measures put in place, including the materials that would aid or help them to learn at home with ease.
Okay.
Yes, and we tackle all the aspects of learning, which is to write, read, listen, watch, and do.
Okay, so you mean you're going to come and decorate our house with all of that? How do you mean?
No, actually, our program is a whole talking library. You need to get this program. It's very interesting, very educative, and very informative. So it's a whole talking library, a book, books and pens that talk. I guess you've never seen such a thing.
Books and pens that talk?
Yes.
In what way?
So that is why babies can even actually use our program.
Okay.
Yes, babies can use. I think you have children.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you ever, when you were pregnant, were you reading to your child or?
Well, I did more of singing and talking.
All right, exactly. So
talking.
that's also work. That's also an aspect of the learning program. It's also part of the learning program. So basically, we tackle every aspect. That is the reading, the watching, the writing, and everything that gets involved. And the babies get to listen to the books, read to them. Yes. So the book is reading to the child, and he or she is listening.
So electronically or something, you press something and the book is talking?
No. That's why we would give a free presentation of the program to parents who are interested,
Okay.
yes, in their homes for them to see how this works.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you actually do a presentation for the parents and then they get to see how
exactly
it works.
how it works.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
We also heard or we found out that you have something called the A+.
Yes.
What is the A+ about?
So the A+ program consists or focuses on the awareness and the ability and the attitude of the child. We look at broadening the awareness of the child and sharpen their abilities and then work on their attitudes. So our program is not just limited to the classroom.
To academics. So it has
Yes,
to do with lifestyle.
With lifestyle. It's actually a lifestyle. So you build the child's mindset as he or she is growing in the society. There is a need to let the child have a positive mindset because there is negativity all around us, and this program tackles every aspect of the child's life.
And will build the self-confidence in this child.
Exactly, and would help them to excel in school and even in life and ahead of their peers.
Okay, so you know, as caregivers, we are always very interested in what it is that our children are consuming.
Yeah.
So when you say that it helps them with their lifestyles, as Africans, we have our lifestyle.
Exactly.
So does it conform to the African lifestyle, or it conforms to Western lifestyle?
No.
Because, for instance, in Africa, we
Yeah.
like it when children see adults and they greet.
Exactly.
We like it when children say thank you, they appreciate, and
Yes.
we don't expect our children to see an adult and call the adult by name.
Exactly.
You know, so how does this lifestyle aspect of your program work?
So-
Does it conform?
Yes, the lifestyle aspect actually works on, for instance, there is an aspect I love very much. It teaches the children about their teamwork. So you tell the child the need for teamwork, the need to work with people and excel. And the reason, because sometimes children are curious, they want to know everything. When they ask a question, like they need answers to a lot of things. Sometimes you explain to the child, don't eat junk food. He or she doesn't understand why mommy says I shouldn't eat junk food. But this explains the reason why you should not eat junk food and tells you also the negative effects of junk food, basically. So that's all about.
So there's a part about teamwork.
Yes.
And there's a part about etiquette.
Yes, there is a part about hard work. The reason why you need to work hard in your society that you find yourself, the reason why you need to work hard as an individual.
And not be lazy. And wait for things to be done for you. Because, you know, we find ourselves in homes now, because a lot of mothers are working. We find helps who support us. And at the end of the day, you find your child not really doing things they're supposed to do, because there's a help at home who gets to do all of that for them.
Exactly.
So it means that your program is going to help this child to understand that there are responsibilities that are laid out for him or her.
Exactly.
And that's what you find in the A+ program.
In the A+ program.
And does this go also for the early childhood from 0 to 6, or from a certain higher age?
From 0 to 6.
To 6.
Yes.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right. The reason why I really like what I'm hearing is that at least we are sure that if we are able to groom our children the right way, it will actually reduce the burden on society.
Exactly.
Because we'll end up having children who are prepared, who are confident, and who know what they are about.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. So this program, walk us through the process, or even before we say walk us through the process, you know, if you want to be part of it as a caregiver, I would like to say, yes, we've already explained to audience about the need for home education and all of that. But just in case you're just joining, I'll let her go through it again to get everyone to understand the reason why you need to home educate your child. So
home education is now one of, we have realized, I mean, with the COVID, that is very essential, is very important that you create an environment for the child to learn and to educate the child. When we say home education, I don't think we also just limit it to a curriculum or a syllabus that the child has to go through, but it cuts across the child getting to know more about his world, his or her world, knowledge about herself, the environment, and about science, technology, arts, languages, and our program exposes the child to all these things that I'm mentioning.
Okay. So now that we have been able to bring whoever is joining us up to speed about our conversation, one of the challenges that we notice about home education, or would I say the online classes that our children are involved, especially those who are in the early age, is that they don't like to sit down for maybe more than 30 minutes. Even a lot of them will not want to sit for as much as 30 minutes. I'm just being very modest and friendly with my 30 minutes. We all know that it's very difficult to get them to do that. So how often are we supposed to be using this home education program of yours? Does it allow children to sit down and enjoy it?
Actually,
or
it
there
does.
has to be break time?
It does. With all the children that I have come across using our product, are enjoying it and they are taking it to the next level. I mean, you should see some of the children at home using this program. It's so amazing and it's very interesting. And basically, we are aiming at developing readers. Readers, not also just educational. Why we want the children to develop a love for reading. For reading.
You know, because they say that if you want to hide something from a black man or black woman,
yes,
hide it in a book,
hide
because they hardly read.
Yes.
Sometimes you even look on the internet, people are maybe selling and they put something up and say, okay, I'm selling this item and it goes for 5 CDs.
Yes.
You get about 1,001 comments of people asking you how much it is.
It is.
That's to say that they are just not reading the information.
That is the thing.
Okay.
So we want to develop readers and so that when the child sees any book also, they should be curious to read. We want to actually develop the love for reading. And
even when these books don't have pictures and are colorful, so with time they'll begin to enjoy reading even if it's not in a colorful presentation?
Actually, the books are very colorful. They have pictures that illustrates whatever is going on, whatever the book is reading to the child. There are illustrations in the books that explains it. So it makes it easier and simple for the child.
Okay.
Yes. So we've brought it down to the level at 0 to 6 years. I mean, 0 years child or in the first months will not understand just reading or just write a written something, but with a picture, with the aid of the pictures and illustrations, it gives a better understanding and it's fun to read or to go along with.
Okay, so we are going to be opening the phone lines, but we'll be going for a quick break. So when we return, the phone lines are going to be open for you to ask any question that you have in mind, and then we'll be discussing what kind of challenges that you've met or how Ghanaians are actually accepting what it is that you're bringing into the system. Do stay tuned.
My name is Lady King, and for 4 years I've been with cancer, but now I'm cancer-free because I've gone through the treatment. I got to know I had cancer when I started having pain on my back. I reported to the doctor, and then the pain was traced to the breast. Finally, I was diagnosed a breast cancer patient. The treatment started with a surgery, then we went to the chemo, then to radiation. But during the treatment, you had to go massaging, you do a lot of exercises. The counselor must be there to counsel you on how to package yourself. Then the dietitian too must be there to tell you what to eat at what time and what not to eat to keep you fit for the treatment. When I was informed by the doctor of the surgery, in fact, I was really disturbed. As a woman, I love my breast, and the breast make me look nice when I dress. So, to save my life, I had to let it go. After the doctor giving me the advantages of the surgery. Immediately you are mentioned a cancer patient, that doesn't mean you are dead the next moment. You must fight it till it's cured. The chemo was very, very difficult. After they administered the medicine on me, I was vomiting, I aged, my hair went off, my body changed. I wasn't feeling at ease at all. But as you can see now I'm back to baton. The care I received at Sweden Ghana Medical Center was great.
You're welcome back to eTV Ghana's African Women's Voices show. The footage I just played around breast cancer explains a lot. So it means that sometimes when you begin to find some anomalies around your back or feel some kind of back pain as well, you need to also go to your doctor to have it checked. Do not wait only to see a lump or a mass in your breast. It may not happen that way. It may present itself in a different way. Just like we were told last week by the doctor, sometimes it comes with back pain symptoms. So in this month of free breast cancer awareness and free screening and free mammogram, take advantage of the whole time and then be able to check yourself and know what your status is, because early detection is going to keep you alive and safe for us. So before we went on that break, we were talking about home education, and now I want her to explain to us what kind of challenges they face. Have Ghanaians actually accepted this system, or they are now getting to know or warm up to it?
Amazingly, thousands of Ghanaians have signed onto our program and are enjoying it.
Really?
Yes. Now the challenge we are actually having is getting the products for them on time. We have some shortages as at now of the program that we are getting for them. So I think they've accepted, and because of the COVID,
a lot of parents want the best for their child.
Exactly. It has also proven that the schools actually cannot do it all, as they are depending on the school. I met a parent who just said, oh, this COVID has really exposed the teachers. What do the children go there to do?
To actually do, because we are
it looks
doing
like
the whole
they just
work.
go and sleep and then come back, you know. So as he signed on the program, he's benefited a lot. So basically our challenge right now is getting more of the products to the clients.
Oh, okay.
Thousands of parents have signed on to it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So the phone lines are open and the number is on your screen. So please give us a call if you have any question around home education, and she will take your answer here for you. So now that Ghanaians are accepting this, could we take them through the process? So now, for instance, if you are interested as a caregiver to come on board, what is the process? Is there a website where they have to go?
Yes, we have on Instagram, we have Learning Time on Instagram, on YouTube Learning Time. Our website is www.learningtime.com, and on Facebook to Learning Time. You can follow all our social media pages.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you get any information that it is that you need
Exactly.
with all your other contact
With
details.
and if a parent wants the free presentation or interested, I'll just give out the numbers to them. Then they contact us
for the free presentations. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, I hear we have our first caller. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Please, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Beatrice.
Okay.
I'm calling from Kaswa.
Okay, Beatrice, talk to us.
Okay, I'm a preschool teacher myself.
Good.
And then I'm a preschool teacher.
Nice.
All right.
I'm a facilitator, I must say.
Okay, beautiful.
Okay. And then what I like most in the early childhood is the Jolly Phonics.
The Jolly Phonics?
That means,
Yes.
is she using the program?
Okay, so does that mean that you are using the program?
Yes, my brother told me about it.
Okay.
But then initially I had training in the Jolly Phonics.
Okay.
So I had a certificate. So a child starts reading at the early age.
Wow, with the
Wow.
Jolly Phonics, huh?
Yes, with the Jolly Phonics. The child can read 2-letter words, 3-letter words at a very early age. From
Fantastic.
2 years, 3 years, the child starts reading. My
Okay.
son is 5 years, and then he's reading, let me say, primary 1 books, primary 2. If you give him novels, he's able to read. And then, let me say, 6-letter words, if you break them down, it helps him a lot because he knows his letter sounds.
Nice.
So it helps me a lot. And then secondly, my brother told me about your program, but then I haven't seen it in person. So he said he will be coming down very soon. He will be showing me a little bit about your program, and then I have fallen in love with this already.
Okay. So you're telling other
myself-
parents and caregivers to
Yeah.
try and also get on board.
Yes, I have
It's
started
helpful.
They have
campaigning.
to.
Okay, all right. This is fantastic testimonial.
Yes.
Beatrice, please say hello to everyone in Kaswa for us, okay? And keep watching
Okay, my
eTV
children
Ghana's
also are here, they are
African Men's
watching.
Voices.
They are saying hello.
Okay,
Hi.
okay, hello.
Give a shout out to MT. You say hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, all right. So that's one happy caregiver
I
who
tell you, the
actually is
testimonies-
exposed to the Jolly
Yes.
Phonics.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of our English. It comes in English, science, technology. As I told you, it covers a whole lot, a wide range of.
But how affordable is this?
So it's very affordable, and it's very, anybody can afford it, trust me. So as we give you the presentation, for you to get to understand it better, you get to appreciate it better.
Okay, all right. The reason why I'm asking about affordability is because a lot of times now in this COVID times, parents like to plan and to know, okay, is this something I can afford? And
It's
secondly,
very
is this something
affordable.
they have to negotiate for? Okay, I hear we have a second caller. Hello, caller.
Hi.
Hi, please, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
Please, I'm Esther and I'm calling from Lashibi.
Okay, so please talk to us.
Please, I would like to know more. Is there any number I could call? Because I'm very interested. What she's talking about is so interested, and I would really like to have that for my kids.
Okay. So what number should she call?
So the numbers to call is 0242 248523, 0242 248523,
One
or
more time.
Okay.
0242 248523.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
So thank you very
Thank
much.
you very
Keep
much.
watching. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Oh, wow. It's really been wonderful having you on the show. And I can tell that a lot of caregivers will be very interested in coming on board the service because, I mean, it's going to alleviate a lot of problems for us. We all want our children to be able to meet international standards.
Exactly.
And if this is
And
going to
that is
help
the
them
point.
out, why not? Thank you so much. So please,
Thank
your
you too
final
for having
words.
me.
Yeah, your final words to our audience before you take leave of us.
All right. So basically, I know we are in election year. So I'll just want us to remember that peace should be our priority in these times. We should focus more on our peace as a people than any other thing.
Nice,
Yes.
nice. Thank you very much. And please go and get yourself examined if you haven't checked your breast, because this is Pink Month, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And please, the conversation is still on. Whatever question that you still have that hasn't been addressed right now, reach out to us on our various social media pages. You can reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at Eunice Tony or eTVGH, and we definitely will respond to that question of yours. So until we meet again, same time next week, I'd like you to enjoy the rest of our interesting lineup for you, and the repeat broadcast will be shown to you at 12 noon on Saturday. Bye-bye.